We also hope to incorporate additional North Coast counties each year until we've covered the entire coast, including Southern California. Our plan to prepare for the test, if the proposal is approved by the board, we'll hold a key officials briefing before the end of December. This is a meeting in which we bring together county departments, cities on the coast, large employers, state, federal agency representatives, and basically explain, as we have here today, what we propose to do. We'll mobilize the Redwood Coast Tsunami Work Group along with our agencies to conduct a focused outreach campaign to the news media, to communities and the public, to the hearing impaired, to non-English speaking communities. On the day of the test, the county and state OES and the National Weather Service will monitor the test and attempt to address any problems or issues. We'll also conduct a press conference following the test just to report on what was accomplished, any problems that arose, and so on. We anticipate that this will be a very, very extensive outreach campaign. So basically our request today is to give us conditional approval to move forward with the test. We recognize that there may be constituent concerns once the outreach program is initiated, and if there are concerns that cannot be mitigated, we are willing to abort the test. I might add also that there are two very late stage activities we conduct to make sure that there's nothing that interferes with the test. If there is a tsunami warning, watch, or advisory issued anywhere in the Pacific Ocean 12 hours preceding the test, we will abort the test. If there is a felt event, a felt earthquake event in the North Coast, on the North Coast, within 12 hours before the test, we will also stop the test at that point. So basically, that's it. And I'll entertain any questions you might have.
Questions, excuse me, questions of the board? One question I had, Doctor, March 25th, what day of the week is that?
I believe it's a Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay. Middle of the week, good idea.
Maybe I can mention, one of the things that we're going to be asking, probably we'll come back to you and ask for a proclamation of that week as Tsunami Awareness and Preparedness Week. We're doing that at the state level, and we probably will also do that in each of the 3 counties. That's part of our outreach effort.
Another question I had, Doctor, we're going to have this on TV, we're going to have it on the radio. We lack audible warning devices along our coast. What did Humboldt County have in the way of contacting citizens outside of radio and television that maybe help them, that maybe we still need to achieve?
One of the things that I would not particularly encourage on the first time we conduct this test is also to activate tsunami signaling devices or necessarily conduct drills. Now, these kinds of things will be conducted in Humboldt County, but they've been through it once.
Right.
My concern in activating other types of alerting procedures other than this emergency alert system test is that if someone does see the scroll on their television, even though they hear that it's a test, they look out their window and they see children evacuating from schools or hear the tsunami sirens, this is kind of confirming information that something might be going on that isn't reflected in the test. So in the first time this is used, first time we do this test, we'd like to be very conservative and probably not accompany that with evacuation drills and siren testings.
And how about reverse 911 phone systems? That'd be later on also?
That's something we could work out with Bill.
Okay.
I think that's certainly something worth testing. I don't think we have those systems in place in Del Norte and Humboldt County as of yet. I know it's coming in Humboldt, but it's not quite there yet.
It's
so
coming here
this
also.
is the first time that's been on the table. So I think that's something that we could very definitely take a look at.
Okay, thank you. Supervisor Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a comment, and I represent the 4th District, the North Coastal region. So I think it's important under the Redwood Coast, under the Tsunami Working Group, that we make sure that the Coast Guard has a very active role, and that Coast Guard and Oil Station, I want to just make sure that they are very much part of the group, because
Absolutely.
there's definitely local concerns that have been voiced around the devices that Supervisor Wattenberger alluded to, and what the process is of getting those up and running in Mendocino County. But now we have this new interface of the reverse 911. So I just want to make sure that the Coast Guard is a key partner in the operation.
They certainly were in the Humboldt test. They were very prominently represented in the key officials' briefings. And I believe there's a representative, is there not, on the Redwood Coast Tsunami Work Group, close to the Coast Guard?
Yeah, there has been, people tend to rotate frequently with the Coast Guard, and so you'll have an active one for a while and then not so active.
So the Coast Guard command is the Humboldt Bay Command out of Eureka, but there is an actual local station, which is the Noah River Station. So I think we ought to get those folks directly involved. And I made a
Yes.
contact with them, inviting them to this presentation today. So I think that they should be a key player as the Coast Guard presence on the North Coast here in Mendocino County.